Community Memorial Hospital, and today our guest speaker is Jen Smith, which she is a speech pathologist at the hospital. Hello, this is my second time here. Woohoo! It's been a while though. So today I am going to talk a little bit about two different programs that we are offering at the hospital down in Health Fit. The one I am personally doing myself, and then the other one is something we're hoping to start after the first of the year. Both programs focus on patients with Parkinson's. We've been noticing kind of an increase in Parkinson's patients at the therapy department here lately, so we've been trying to kind of figure out, different programs, ways to help these people. So the first one I'm going to talk about is mine. It's called Speak Out. It is something that was developed by the Parkinson's Voice Project. They're out of Texas. It's a nonprofit organization that was basically founded just to help Parkinson's patients with their voice. According to a study, 89% of Parkinson's patients are at risk of losing their voice at some point in their disease. So the Speak Out program works on trying to teach these people how to speak with intent, how to use a louder voice, how to be more clear and pronounced when they're talking to family members, the community, anyone they come in contact with. So the program is pretty intensive. It's 3 days a week for about 4 weeks. We work for about 40 to 45 minutes. We do a few different exercises. It's all focused on voice and cognition. So a couple things that patients with Parkinson's usually struggle with. It usually consists of like a vocal warm-up, some structured reading exercises, some cognitive exercises, and then some carryover. And then these patients have a home program that they're supposed to do every day to help project their voice and make it louder. So far I've had one person go through the program since I started it. I think I started it in the end of September is when I started. And the one patient I've had so far completed 9 sessions, and within those 9 sessions his voice went from so soft his wife had to have him repeat multiple times a day to he was yelling across the Health Fit gym. It was amazing. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. But so the one patient so far has seen really good success with it. I'm really excited about having it at the hospital and offering it to hopefully more patients. And then there's a second portion of the Speak Out program called the Loud Crowd. It's more of a group, so it would be like a weekly group where anyone that's been through the program could come and meet. We talk about struggles, we talk about improvements, and then we do kind of the same exercise-based program with them in a group setting. So it's kind of a maintenance program. It's not you come for 3 or 4 weeks and then you're done. It's hopefully a lifelong program that they can continue and see progress throughout the rest of their lives. That's about the gist of that. There are some screenings. So if you know anyone with Parkinson's, this is kind of a list of things that they might have difficulty with. So it says, do people ask you to repeat? Most of them probably say yes. Does your voice sound hoarse, scratchy, or breathy? Does your family say you speak too softly? Do you clear your throat often? Is your voice strong on some days and weak on others? Do you cough when you eat or drink? If anyone has answered yes to just one of those, this program is really beneficial. The Parkinson's Voice Project says they've even seen some progress with patients swallowing. If they have any difficulty swallowing, just doing this voice program has helped them with that. And then some of their patients have actually seen motor benefits. So they're walking better, they're exercising easier. So it's a really, really cool thing that we're doing. So there's the speech portion. And then just a little bit on the other program we have. It's called Rock Steady Boxing. It's another Parkinson's only patient program. It is something that we're hoping to start at the beginning of the year. We're kind of in the works of getting some instructors and, you know, all of the equipment. It's a lot of equipment. But this program is a non-contact based boxing class. I think it meets 1 to 2 times a week depending on, you know, how patients are doing. And it works on not only just overall fitness, but the neuro deficits that patients with Parkinson's have. So it helps them to improve their gait, it helps improve their balance. Anyone with Parkinson's can participate in this group. They have qualified instructors who go and take a training course, and then patients are able to come with a caregiver or without a caregiver, just kind of depending on what their needs are. If they have a little bit worse balance, then they can bring somebody in with them just to help. But we have 2 people, I think from the Garrett area, who are in the process of getting a contract with us so that we can hopefully start to offer this in the beginning of the year, so around January. These patients don't have to have any boxing, you know, understanding. They don't have to be like huge into exercise. They can just come get some nice physical benefits out of it and have fun at the same time. So we're really excited to offer more programs for our Parkinson's patients because it feels like a lot of times those people really have to either drive really far to get these specialty programs, or they're just kind of left in the dust to say, well, you know, it's a progressive disease, you know you're going to get worse. So we're hoping to kind of reverse that and give them a lot of good things and give them some hope. So does anyone have any questions? Yeah. Anyone? One of the 2.
Is Parkinson's, is that one of those diseases where you cannot be shown any symptoms, but they can test for it and say you're going to have it 20 years down the road?
Yeah, it's one of those that some people will show symptoms right away, and then some people will have very minimal symptoms that they don't really think anything of for a long time. But yeah, they can test for it and kind of figure out.
Is that a blood test or is that genetic?
I'm not really sure how they do their testing. I think they do some blood testing, but I'm not quite sure on how they truly diagnose it. I kind of deal with the aftermath. So I don't know the specifics on the medical side. Yeah.
Gene therapy. Have you been involved with any of that?
I have not. Nope, I'm just here for the speech side of it. So, like I said, the one patient that I've seen so far has really had some great benefits. His wife was really proud of the progress he made. She said at home she went from having to be like 5 feet away from him to hear him to she was in the kitchen cooking, she could hear him in the living room. And those are the things that really, I think, make this program amazing. Those are those functional things that people kind of take for granted. You know, everyone talks from the time their baby's on, and you don't think too much about it until it becomes difficult. So it's really awesome. Does anyone have anything else? And with the boxing program, once we get this started, these patients don't necessarily have to see their family doctor or their neurologist. The instructors kind of do a one-on-one evaluation to see if they're appropriate for the program. And if they are, then they can start the boxing. If not, they can do some kind of one-on-one training first and get them prepared to do the group boxing. And then for my program, it's kind of like just your traditional speech therapy. So the patient would go to their doctor, tell them, you know, I'm having troubles with my voice, I'm having trouble swallowing, and then they can get a doctor's order and send it down to the hospital and we can get them started. But it's definitely a one-on-one program, anywhere between 9 and 12 sessions. Yeah.
Is this something that would be covered normally by somebody's insurance or say Medicare? Or
Yes, yep, so it's covered by insurance. We just do kind of a traditional evaluation, submit it for to insurance, and then the patient I had, it was covered by Medicare. I think it just kind of depends on their insurance plans. But basically, it's your traditional speech therapy. We're just following a really, really specific protocol. Yeah.
Just Parkinson's, or could you like have MS and?
This program specifically is just Parkinson's and then Parkinson's related disorders. So there's a few other diagnoses that kind of fall into this category, like essential tremor, and there's a couple other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah, mostly Parkinson's. Patients with MS kind of have a different set of symptoms, and then
So they wouldn't benefit necessarily?
they wouldn't necessarily benefit, yeah. Yep. Nothing else? All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.